Both players are ready. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. A match in the second round against the Hydrant Dude on the line here for these two players. Hello, starting off there with a lot more dependency, which is going to be filled in pretty quickly. Dillan so far, 2 Tetrises without any burns. Ella, after 3 burns, will get her first Tetris of the game. $68,000 for Dillan, $49,000 for Ella. So Dillan, without any burns, has been having a very solid start here into this game. Make that a 5th Tetris without burns. Looking well on his way to get a 6th one. Ella with the Tetris. Ella is rolling. Dillan tapping. Okay, Dillan so far with 7 Tetrises without any burning. Make that 8 Tetrises now without burning, so having a pretty solid start. Still very early on, of course, but literally can't ask him to do any more, except for maybe push down a ton, I guess. 205 for Dillan, and there's his first burn of the game. Definitely smart enough not to care about anything stupid like that, like Tetrises in a row. Getting another touch right there. 228 for Dillan, 194 for Ella. Now Dillan had some square pieces when there was no space for any square pieces, but decides to solve it with a delayed burn, and it's going to work out nicely. Dillan now clean at the bottom, and just got a Tetris. 278 for Dillan, 239 for Ella. Ella at the halfway point at 308. Dillan at the halfway point at 347. So Dillan having an excellent start here into this game. But Ella still only behind by about 2 Tetrises. And both players have clean boards. Dillan, though, has a T-spin set up. And took a very nice single there, keeping the T-spin opportunity open. Not the T next. And obviously nailed the spin. There's the Tetris for Dillan. Going up to 394. Ella at 378. Dillan with that Tetris. Now it's less than a 1 Tetris lead here for Dillan. Ella getting the Tetris to go into the lead briefly. But as Ella takes a double, Dillan getting another Tetris to go back into the lead by a Tetris. Now about a 2 Tetris lead here actually for Dillan, although Ella gets one back, and now content with keeping this center well open here is Ella. Ella at 449. Getting a Tetris right there. 471 for Ella. 466 for Dillan. Until Ella now set up for a dirty Tetris on top of the center well, and is going to get it. 496 for Ella, 534 for Dillan. Ella now going to transfer the well over to the left side. Gonna get the Tetris right there. 520 for Ella, 581 for Dillan. Ella now set up for a perfect well transfer. Not anymore. Ella gonna get the left well right there. 568 for Ella, 603 for Dillan. So, two very strong transition scores seem to be on the menu here in game number 1. Ella is going to set up for this final Tetris. And in fact, isn't going to get it. But it's just going to burn it down into the transition. Back on the right side at 599. Dillan still with one more Tetris to go at 650. So a very strong transition for competition purposes here for Dillan as he enters level 19, sorry, at 675. Gets another Tetris, 699 here for Dillan. 628 for Ella. 724 into level 20 here for Dillan. A very strong game and a very strong start into the post-transition, although now Dillan running into some issues. Oh, doesn't get the lumbar all the way over, so now this is actually looking very troublesome here for Dillan. It does get the lumbar over. Does get another one over to the left side, but Dillan now in real danger of topping out. So far, so good here for Dillan. Slowly burning this down. An L piece would be perfect. Not getting the L. Takes a double there with a Z. Gets a lumbar. So it looks like Dillan will be burning this down, but this has given Ella the opportunity to go into the lead here. 765 for Ella, getting a Tetris into level 23 at 801. Dillan almost completely clean at 750. So has survived, but has given the lead here to Ella. Actually, the world of hurt here doesn't end for Dillan. Ends up with a lumbar dependency over to the left side. Is going to get a lumbar over. Still burning. Still not Tetris ready. Ella, 837 on level 24. Dillan, just as he was getting clean, misshift there of the J piece. So Dillan once again in some trouble. And Ella, meanwhile, running away with this game. 903 on level 25 for Ella. 781 is Dillan. Completely clean now, but behind by quite a margin. And Ella getting a lumbar all the way over to the left side. Crucial for survival. Gets the tuck there of the O piece. And Ella, 917 on level 26. Goes up to 951 with that Tetris. Dillan, meanwhile, entering level 26 at 848. So Dillan now at the mercy of Ella, unless he's got some serious kill screen play in him. But just going to try to Tetris out here. But so is Ella. 988 for Ella. 914 for Dillan. Both players on level 27. Another Tetris for Ella. A25 for Ella with 3 more Tetrises potentially to go. A60 here for Ella. Misdrop there of the J piece is going to cost her at least 1 Tetris before the kill screen. But Dillan, meanwhile, doesn't get the lumbar over and is going to top out on level 27 at 924. So Ella already well ahead. Trying to get this last Tetris for the 1.1. And it looks like it's not going to happen. By the way, Ella taking game number 1 with an incredible post there. Alright, so... Oh, we have 2 readies in the chat. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, so Dillan starting off this game in some trouble. Should be able to survive this, but it's going to be a series of burns here for Dillan to get this well reopen. And closes it off once again. So more burning here on the cards for Dillan. 30,000 for Dillan, 72,000 for Ella. And Dillan's still in danger. It's getting more and more dangerous, especially with these square pieces, which he's not able to get over to the right side. And now this is a world of hurt here for Dillan. His left side is completely cut off. Will just about be able to get a square piece over, but hangs the next square, and 35,000 is the top out score for Dillan. And Ella at 118, taking game number 2. A very rough beginning there for Dillan. Is the end of him. And Ella now finding herself in a 2-0 lead. Alright, so we've got a ready in the chat from Ella and a hover 3 from Dillan. So, game number 3 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, so I've been hearing some rumors. The production in my ear is saying that for the round 2 game, we're going to have a superstar guest in the booth. But unfortunately, Ella is setting up delayed Vits and getting away with it. But getting another Tetris right there. 22,000 for Ella. Oh my god. Setting up a 5 high delayed Vits. I don't think that was intentional. I shall give her the benefit of the doubt there. Either way, Ella 27,000. Dillan at 71,000. Did I say that right? I hope so. 54,000 for Ella. 93,000 for Dillan. $124 for Ella, $162 for Dillan. So Dillan here with a slight advantage here in the beginning of the game, hoping for a J piece now. We'll take double there with the T piece, creating a hole in the process. After a few more burns, Dillan will be fine. Has his well reopened, gets the Tetris right there. 191 for Dillan, 193 for Ella. Ella with a bit of a situation here on the left side. Still Tetris ready, but trying not to build on top of this hole. And looking like she's actually going to solve it from the top. Getting the Tetris right there. 220 for Ella with a Lombard dependency though. Gonna take a nice single right there. Dillan, meanwhile, Tetrising up to 240. Ella now in some trouble here right at the top. Oh no, Ella's topped out at 224. And Dillan at 286. Taking game number 3. Staying alive here in the set. Probably not the way he expected. But he'll take that any day of the week. So, game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ella still with 2 more opportunities to close this out and move on to the round 2 matchup with the Hydrant Dude. Dillan here potentially the first of 3 game wins needed. Ella there now setting up her first Tetris on row 2, and we'll be able to get the perfect well transfer back down to the bottom after just a single. Ella at 24,000, Dillan at 22,000. Dillan now having to do a bit of burning here at the top. Ella with a bit of a staircase, but ends up setting up the T-spin. Ella currently at 53,000. Dillan at 96,000. $123 for Ella, $165 for Dillan. Tetris for Ella goes up to 148. Another Tetris for Ella goes up to 171. Dillan Tetris already gets a Tetris, 233 here for Dillan. 2 J dependencies for Dillan. Gets Tetris ready by filling one of them. Tetris for Ella goes up to 239. Dillan at 245. Ella now finding herself in a bit of danger. Was set up for a dirty Tetris. Trying to get that dirty Tetris well set up reopen, which is exactly what she does with that double. 250 for Ella, getting the column 3. 272 for Ella, getting another column 3. So 319 for Ella. Dillan with the Tetris goes up to 369. Ella's once again set up for a dirty Tetris. We'll cover it up. Now needing a few burns as this J piece is taking its time. And ends up not solving it with the J piece at all. 348 for Ella. 392 for Dillan. Dillan with the Tetris goes up to 467. Ella at 381. Ella getting her well reopened, gets the Tetris right there. 451 for Ella, 537 for Dillan. Dillan actually going to transition with that Tetris at 561. Clean board here for Dillan. Ella still with 3 more Tetris to go potentially. Although we'll be taking a few burns, so it's only 2 more in the end. And now having to deal with the situation from the top. Looks like Ella's going to be able to deal with it. So 1 more Tetris to go potentially. And we'll be getting that Tetris. 482 transition for Ella. 636 for Dillan here on level 20. Ella with the Tetris. 509. Dillan doing a bit of burning here, but gonna find a beautiful roof burn to reopen as well. Tetris for Dillan into level 21 at 667. Ella at 517. Another Tetris for Ella here on row 2. And looks like she's gonna go aggressive here for the center well Tetris. Dillan right now with a hole on his board, but will keep his well open. Getting the Tetris right there, so now can deal with the situation at a much more favorable height. 710 for Dillan, 576 for Ella. Oh, Ella getting the delayed line spin. Gets the Tetris right there, 604 for Ella. 714 for Dillan. Dillan getting up incredibly high. Dillan tops out at 716. Just got too high, and so now Ella needing 719 to take game number 4 and the set. A Tetris here would certainly help, and is going to get the Tetris right there. 719, the score to get here for Ella. Could line this out, but 1 more Tetris would do the trick. And there's the column 9 Tetris for Ella to take the set in 4 games. Congratulations. Commiserations, Dillan. And yeah, it will be Ella versus Hydra Dude to determine our final spot in the semifinals of this month's Challenger Circuit.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.